Hi, my name's Johnny Timmons with Marine Max in Houston, Texas. Today we're going to put you aboard our 2021 400 SeaRay SLX Outboard, also known as the Entertainer. This 400 SLX is powered with triple Mercury Verado 400s. One of the neat features with this boat and having the outboards with the bottom paint already included on the boat, if we want to leave the boat in the water year-round, we absolutely can do so. And to flush the engines out, real simple, unscrew it, hook your water hose up, and you're done. One of the reasons they call this boat the Entertainer, on all the boats, we've actually got storage, designated storage for a 10, 11-foot stand-up paddleboard that slides right into the back of the boat. You notice it goes all the way forward. This boat's included with a hot and cold freshwater shower. You want to get that dirty lake water, bay water off, open that, you got a full shower head with hot and cold water in case we're in those cooler climates. You can imagine having your family on this boat on a magical day on the water. When it is time to go to our next spot, pop the latch. We're going to close that. Now we're just going to bring it up, that way we can go to our next spot. This boat's equipped with a sure shade that comes off the back of the solid fiberglass hardtop. I'm going to go ahead and deploy it. You'll notice as it's all the way out, it's going to give us great shade if we're in the cockpit of the boat. Our on-deck entertaining area back here encompasses our entire galley area. We've got a sink with hot and cold water. This boat's got the 110 grill built on. We can turn it on or off right here. We've got a TV that's actually going to sit right in here. Plugs in right there with our coax cable in case we wanted to add a satellite TV or something like that. Trash can. We have a refrigerator. And then lastly, we have a wine cooler. Now we're at the helm on the 400 SeaRay SLX, and I'm going to kind of do a brief walkthrough just to kind of get you familiar with it. So this boat's equipped with twin glass Simrad chart plotters that are multifunction displays, as well as our GPS, our sounder, our radar, and we can also control our lighting, sure shade, and several other options throughout the boat. I'll go individually through them if y'all can just kind of follow along. So here now we're looking at our chart plotter. I've got our engines networked to the Simrad right here, so you can see all the engines running. And then we're going to flip over here to this screen, and now you're going to see that I can turn the bilge blower on, turn the bilge blower off. I can turn bilge pumps on. I can bring our sure shade back in. I can turn our running lights on, anchor lights on. It gets even more in depth. If I come over here, now I can change the lighting inside the boat. I can turn them all off. I can turn them all on for the entire boat. We've even got it where we can turn our underwater lights on, our docking lights, indirect lights. It's got some nice features like party mode. Now all the lights in the boat will turn blue. Furthermore, we can come to a home screen on any of these and we can change these up however we want to. We can have a full chart plotter here, we can have a full sounder here. It's as much or as little as you want to do. There's really nothing to add to this boat. We've even got radar already installed aboard the boat. Our Fusion stereo is here. This boat does have the new train feature where you can line up 5 or 6 other boats as long as they're using this same unit, and we can all play the same music collectively while we're rafted up on the water. Over here on the starboard side of the helm, we got a couple other features. Here we've got our trim tab system, which this boat's equipped with dynamic running surface. Gyro stabilized, so if the boat's got a little bit of a tilt, it'll automatically level itself. You can turn that auto feature off by simply right here, and we can manually run our trim tabs. Working back, we've got our controls from Mercury. We've got sync feature. You've got single lever if you want to run the boat single lever. Let's see here, we've got docking mode that's going to bring our RPMs down just a little bit. And then we've got individual trim for the motors, as well as we can do all three at the same time. Working back a little further, for the 2 chart plotters I've got right here, we can operate these through the remote dial here, as well as our joystick for the Mercuries are right here. We can run the boat sideways, we can spin them around, we can run our autopilot, or we can actually do skyhook where it locks onto a GPS. Working back a little bit further, we've got our Simrad Vhf. This is the handheld unit. And we can actually come over here and turn things on or off back here. Now we're up in the bow section of the 400 SLX, and I'm going to give you a quick walk around. We're going to work port to starboard and all the way back around. Starting here, you're going to notice these 2 stainless holes. What this is for is there's actually a forward shade that we can attach to the hardtop all the way up here. That way all of our friends and guests are still in the shade once we get out to that anchored spot. We've got a spotlight. You'll notice your 2 running lights, red and green. Our windlass is up underneath here. I'm going to give it a quick open. And on the back side, we'll show it to you. Opening this up, we've also got a stainless anchor. Working back around, we've got a freshwater shower. Storage, and this is one of my favorite features. Forever we've had storage features like this where you open them up and you've got to jiggle them back in. Notice SeaRay actually went so far as to put a nice hinge on it, so now we can close it easily. You don't have to wedge it in there. Just a nice easy transition. Stereo system. We haven't really got into it a whole lot on the 400 SLX, but this boat has a premium sound system. I believe there's 2 amps, a dozen speakers all the way throughout. We can actually operate our stereo here. You've got a USB plug and a 12 volt in case you want to charge your phone or keep up with your Bluetooth on your iPhone or whatnot. Plenty of cup holders. I love these armrests once you're sitting up here. Now you can really dig in, put your feet up, really enjoy this boat if you're just a passenger and just getting to enjoy the day. We're actually doing this video on this 400 SLX on January the 8th, 2021. The reason I mentioned that, it's a little chilly out here. Once we take this boat out and we go run the boat, most likely you're going to use this feature right here. All we got to do is simply close this door. We're going to lock it in place. We're going to close the bottom hatch. Now, our friends and family that are sitting past the windshield, that wind is just going to slide right over the top. If one wanted to, there's even an extra option we could add that would run a track from here to here in case somebody wanted to add a full enclosure for those more inclement days. Thank you for joining us. Now we're down in the cabin of the SeaRay 400 SLX. A couple of the highlights we wanted to go over. You can actually sleep on this boat comfortably for a weekend, 3-4 days. In the aft part of the cabin, you can easily accommodate in a queen size berth, a couple. Forward, we can drop the table down, bring the filler cushions together. Another couple could sleep up forward. From an entertaining standpoint, we've also got a DC fridge that's downstairs. We've got a convection microwave oven. It's equipped with a Samsung TV and a Bose surround bar. And then the full-size head, you've got a full porcelain head with vacuum flush holding tank. We've got mosaic tile on the backsplash, full shower that comes out of the sink, and it drains overboard into your gray water tank. Last thing we're going to do before we go home to see the family, we're going to trim our engines up. Perfect. I'm going to turn the 3 keys off that are just underneath the controls here. Delete the power to the motors. That's done. I'm going to slide right around here. This is one of my favorite features. It makes it so easy after a hard day of boating. I'm going to lift this little cushion up right here. These are basically our Perco switches, our main solenoids. I'm going to shut each one of these down. You hear the alarm go off, and we're done. Again, my name's Johnny Timmons at Marine Max. Thanks for joining us.